Hey guys, Steve here at FitDadNation.com. So I want to talk about something that happens to everybody, right? No matter what you're doing as far as exercise, at some point you're going to hit a plateau. You're going to stop making gains, whether that's adding muscle or losing fat. So it's going to happen. So there's no way around it. And so what I'm going to talk about a little bit today is a couple of things that you can do, very simple things that you can do, kind of tweaks here that'll help you break through your plateau and keep continuing to make progress. So number one, change the program. How many times have you seen somebody, or maybe you've done this yourself, where you're doing the same program, whether someone wrote it for you, you found it online, whatever, you do it for months and months and months. I mean, I've personally seen guys in the gym doing the same program for 6 months or a year, and they always look the same. So you have to change things up. You don't have to do it constantly, but every 6 to 8 weeks is probably a good time to start switching it up. Okay, so make some tweaks to your program, the types of exercises that you're doing. You can go into different splits, upper, lower, whatever it is, but make some changes to the program. Okay, number two, cut your calories and track them. So if you don't know how many calories you're supposed to be having, you need to figure that out, of course, for your goals, whether you're trying to gain weight or lose weight. So you need to track your calories so you know exactly what you're taking in. So oftentimes, what I've seen is when people stop making progress, and most of the time, 95% of my clients over the years have tried to lose weight. That's their goal, is to lose fat, lose weight. And so it comes down to an issue of calories. They're taking in too many calories. So a lot of ways that sneaky calories get in there, a couple chips here, maybe a glass of milk, whatever it is, adds up quickly, and then you're in a calorie surplus and you can't lose weight. So you track your foods, and then you have to be in a deficit. So cut your calories, but not just that. You can even in the short term cut them pretty drastically just to shake things up. So if you've been in a mild deficit for a while, you can actually just cut it way back just for a couple of days, 2-3 days, kind of shake things up. Do some intermittent fasting, which I do quite a bit of. I'll skip breakfast and won't eat until later in the afternoon. That works really well. So number three, change the quality of your foods. So if you're eating a lot of meat and potatoes, rice, starches, stuff like that, switch it up. Go heavy vegetarian. That's one real great way to kind of switch things up and make some tweaks and really pay attention to the quality. A lot of the foods that we're eating these days just are not high quality. So fruits and vegetables, a lot of lean meats, eggs, nuts, things like that should be a staple. So if you are struggling, you're stuck somewhere, take a serious look at the quality of your foods and then make some changes. Okay, number four, change your macros. So, macros basically are your proteins, your carbs, your fats, and what percentage of each you're eating every day. You can't know this unless you're tracking. So, use an app like MyFitnessPal or whatever. And so once you figure that out, make some tweaks. Personally, I found that one great way to break up a plateau is to scale the carbs back in the short term. So most people will eat generally 40 to upwards of 60% of carbohydrates every day. Scale it way back for a week, even 2 to 20% or so, even 25%, and you may see the scale starting to move if that's where you're stuck. And last, this goes with your workouts. So if you're used to doing the same type of workouts, a lot of people are 3 sets of 10, blah, 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 the old standard. Start mixing things up as far as length of your workouts. Shorten your workouts or even potentially lengthen them if you're using really short workouts. But oftentimes, people are just training for too long. So scale those way back, ramp up the intensity, change the type of training you're doing. So mix it up. Do some bodyweight training, do some calisthenics, some plyometrics. Have fun with it, but get your body moving in different ways, and oftentimes that'll get you moving towards breaking your plateau, and then the frequency. So if you're training 4 days a week, you can try in the short term coupling that with 2 days of high intense cardio to make it 6 days, or if you're training a lot, scale it back, cut back and give your body a little bit of a break, and you may see some change. So anyway, these are real easy fixes here. Try 1, 2, 3, or all of them if you're really stuck. And again, very common. It's going to happen to everybody, but it just takes a little bit of work. And these are real simple things that you can do. So, let me know in the comments what's worked for you.